Like the place in Melbourne or even some parts of UK, the establishment of the railroad is something that has already been done. You can't develop it anymore. Yeah. But in Malaysia, there's so much room for development that's going on. There is so much more to do with the government. Note, if this was to go to private vendors, all these costs will need to be absorbed by the private vendors. All these costs that is absorbed by private vendors will be absorbed by the customer.
Public good must be maintained as a state-endorsed project because it serves the most amount of people with fair prices.
We tell you that the idea of the KTMB station, the LRT, more access routes is something that's being pushed forward by the people and something that the government is replying by improving the system continuously. We tell you that a private company will never have that same incentive because at the end of the day, all they care about is the profit.
We want the government to plan the network, but once the government has planned the network, it needs to parcel out the operation of this network, multiple parcels, to private companies. When they compete for the parcels, they will perform the best, because if they don't, they lose the parcels to a different company.
Singapore is under SMRT and SBS. Sit down. Two companies, right? Competing with each other. That doesn't mean that the cost of the train service and the bus service will increase. The KPIs are set by the government. The amount of trains increase. They say, the government comes up on the national television telling us how many coaches they bought. But how many coaches we have seen on the track? They bought the train, but is it in operation? It is still in testing phase until today. So I know, I take the KTM on a regular basis.
Power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. It goes for both government-sponsored program and goes for absolute government-controlled program. Second, companies don't always compete. Companies cooperate. When the form of consortium, who wins? You tell me. Thank you.
Alright, I'll answer the second part on competition. I think we already have put into place the Competition Act, where any collaboration within these competitors to rig the tenders is a criminal offence. So that was something that was missing in Malaysia for so many years that made things bad. But starting this year, when the Act came into force, that will help address the concern that if bus company A, B and C collaborate to fix the prices of the bus tenders, they go to jail.
What does the consumer want? So they want shorter waiting time, they want predictability, they want comfort and convenience, they want connectivity, they want it to be affordable. So one of the initiatives that we're doing is we're installing this performance management hub system, which basically controls and see all the movement of buses. We are trying to index the bus stops. We are trying to make sure that the routes are properly designed and properly segregated and so on and so forth.